Let me ask you one question. What is the most valuable resource in village and the rural India? What do you think about this? Any other? Village, water, yes. Any other? People, yes. And land also very important. Cow also important. Somebody like a cricket as well. So all answer is good answer. But today I will explain about cow dung. So, but more important one. So today's topics is how to protect the community in village in future. So from Japanese point of view, rural community is auspicious and very important. So first I would like to explain my experience, how to recognize this community is valuable in village. A few years back, so before COVID pandemic, so my family visited rural small village in Gujarat together with another Japanese families. So, and we recognize, no, this is around 6 hours drive from Ahmedabad airport. On the way to the airport, on the way to the village, we discussed, most probably Japanese families are wealthier than rural families. But after visiting the village, our thought was totally changed. It was shocked a lot. Before that, we are thinking over what we can contribute for village, what we can support for the village. But after visit the village, we cannot provide them. However, they provide us a lot. Then what is the question? What they could provide for us in the village? So this one, children are more sensitive to, I think, the understand the situation. So our children is playing in the field together with local boys and the girls. And many families sharing the meals with us. And families are supporting each other in village. Then we left from the village. My son told me, this is surprising me a lot. He told me, I want to come back to this village again. So it is not because of the food. It is not because of the wood fire. Wood fire is very attractive for boys. But because they felt something they have never felt before in the village. They felt the warmth of the community in the village. This warmth of the community is a treasure in village. I think village people and the Indian people is difficult to understand, but from foreigners' point of view, so we could understand this warmth of the community is a treasure in village in future. Then one question come up to my mind. In future, how to protect this treasure in village? Because now, as you know, India economy is growing up very well. City is expanding and the opportunity become multiply. Under this condition, how to protect the treasure in village? Many young village people now move to urban area. So then how to protect this treasure in village in future? This is a very important topics to discuss. I think 3 factors is very important. First one is the jobs in village. And the second one, is the infrastructure. And the third one is mobility in village. So that's why today I'd like to explain one industrial policy in Japan, and another one is a new project in rural India. So first, I'd like to bring you to the rural Japanese village in 50 years ago. My mother originally from the area called Niigata. And Niigata is famous for three things. First one, as you see, heavy snow. And the second one, this rice production is very famous. And the most tasty rice in Japan comes from Niigata. Third one is a prime minister. So the name is Kakue Tanaka. He is one of the most powerful prime minister in Japan. He originally from this Niigata. Then, in 1972, this prime minister, Tanaka, launched a very strong industrial policy, very unique industrial policy in the world. This is called the industrial relocation policy. At that time, Japan faced two crises simultaneously: rural decline, urban overcrowding. How to solve this issue? Then Mr. Tanaka, Prime Minister Tanaka, launched a new policy to promote the relocation, the factory from the urban to rural area. And in 10 years, 500 factory was newly set up in rural area in Japan. Prime Minister Tanaka well implemented this policy. Many of Japanese large companies followed this policy, like Hitachi, Sony, Toshiba, Nissan, setting up the factory in rural area. So simultaneously, government invested so much for infrastructure in rural area to invite the industry and the factory in rural area. Road development and power and many industrial park they developed. So after that, in village, many young people get a job. And beautiful infrastructure was built in the village. This industrial relocation policy is succeeded very well. Then in Japan, the warm community was helped and sustained. One more important factor is mobility in the village. As you know, in urban area, metro is available, and the trains there, and the bus is available. However, in rural area, so people have to rely on cars. So that's why how to provide the mobility is the most important issue. Then, generally speaking, of course, it is depend on the location. Most of the case, from village to nearest city, it is around 10 kilometer to 20 kilometer distance. So if village people can easily commute to the cities, they can access to the education, patient can go to the hospital, and they can go to the market. So like this. So that's why mobility is a very important factor in rural India. Then next question, how to provide affordable and safety mobility in village? I think IRMA person have the many experience this one. This answer already in the village. So we use the very natural resource, and we use very commonly available in the village. This is cow dung. Biogas and the agriculture waste can provide biogas. And now in India, CNG car is penetrated very well. Everywhere CNG car is running. CNG stands for compressed natural gas. The main component of the natural gas is methane. This component is same as biogas. This means if we can produce the biogas, we can directly inject to the CNG car. So this means we can produce the fuel in village. It is not required to import from Middle East. Then from the local resource for local mobility. So after that, we can provide affordable mobility because most of the mobility costs come from fuel cost. The cost of the biogas is almost half compared to the petrol and the diesel. This means that if we can produce the biogas from cow dung, we could provide affordable mobility in village. So after that, let me end with my hope. 20 years from now, I'd like to go back the village, in small village in Gujarat again. I hope children is running around the garden and the people sharing the meals each other and the families is supporting each other. So however, after 20 years, economic development happened. Young people could get a job in village. And green and sustainable biogas can provide affordable mobility. And the mobility will connect to the opportunity to go to the city. So then, industrial growth will provide, create the cities. But the community will provide happiness for human beings. So that for in future, India can develop without destroying the future community in village. So in future of India will not only vibrant, it will be beautiful. Thank you.